Hey guys, blessing here. Welcome to you all. Thank you for tuning in. I can see a few people already waiting for me. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to be talking about the WhatsApp conversation between Mercy and Adegboye Goodluck. So most of the things that you're going to be hearing in this video has never come out in the public. So you're going to be hearing them for the very first time. Yes, so just stay tuned, grab a cup of tea, water, juice, wine, whatever, popcorn, and let's get right into it. So welcome again. As we always do, I want us to please go ahead and share this video so that more people can join. I want to thank Praise that is the first person to be here. He or she already dropped a comment. Thank you for being here. Let me highlight your comment if it's still here. Yes, hi B. Hi Praise. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for being patient. You've been here for more than an hour, I think. Let me tune into, let me see. I'm just going ahead over my other phone. So while we wait, please go ahead and share the video. Go ahead and share the video. If you're watching on Facebook, give the video a thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, do the same. Share it in your WhatsApp groups, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, everywhere. Share and invite your friends. Because trust me, they don't want to miss this one. They really don't. Okay? I was going to do something naughty, but I'm not going to do it. So I'm just waiting for more people to join. I can see the number going up. So go ahead, continue to share so that we have at least 100 people before we start. Let me see other people here. Beauty the Dew, that's God's Beauty. Welcome here. Nice to have you. Blessing Eniaro, my how do you say that? Day one, yes, my day one G. Thank you so much for your never ending support. And yeah, I see you. Like Evelyn Elumeze, thank you. Ola Johnson, yes, finally. Oh my God. So I was telling you guys, probably I'll do it on Saturday or Sunday. I don't want to drag it, but weekends, weekends are always tough for me. They are like family days. So I was like, I promised my viewers. I was telling my husband, I promised my viewers Saturday or Sunday. Oh my God, I was feeling so guilty. But you guys understand, family woman. So we are here today. We are here. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's not an interview. No. Ola Johnson says, I've been waiting for this interview. So it's not an interview. I'm not interviewing anybody. I'm just going to give you guys an update on it's a follow-up. Or did I write interview? Maybe it was my mistake. Maybe I wrote interview somewhere. But it's a follow-up on the interview I already had with Adegboye Goodluck. Yeah. Because during that interview, he didn't really answer questions. In fact, I will explain to you guys once we start. I'm just waiting for more people to join before we start. I need to see at least 100 people before we start. So go ahead and share. If you want us to start as soon as possible, you cannot wait. You can contribute to growing the audience by sharing. Just share. Thumbs up. And then once we hit 100, I'm going to start. We have 2 pages to read out today. So this video might take at least an hour. At least. So go ahead, thumbs up, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, thumbs up. Patrick, I see you. Kate Odia said good evening. Obi Hudson, Obi, hi. Hello, Michelle, good evening. Divine Greatness. Rosalind Agbo, I see you all. Oba Sogie, Anita, Mercy. Yes, you're here. Good to have you. Patrick, yes. So Patrick says, finally, we want to know what really transpired. So what I'm going to be reading out, or most of what I'm going to be reading out, transpired like in the middle. Yeah, because he deleted what they discussed in the beginning. So I started reading the conversation from somewhere. But I'll explain to you guys. But I am sure, almost sure, that Mercy still has a copy of those conversations if she didn't delete them herself from her phone. Rosaline, good evening. So I see you all, Mercy, Juliet, Osagie, yes, so welcome here, welcome. Joyce Seko, welcome, great woman, welcome. Amelia, thanks for your advice last time. Yes, thank you so much. No, Ala, you hear a lot. You hear a lot. You hear because I'm still looking for my cup of tea now. Where is it? I think I left it somewhere on the staircase. I just ran upstairs, so I might have to leave you guys for a few seconds. We are still building the audience, by the way. We are at 84 now. So if you guys continue to share, we are going to hit 100 and we are going to start. But if we don't hit 100, I'm not starting. So that's going to also give me some time to go grab my cup so that we don't hear the discrepancy. Osage is waiting for that. Let's not give Osage that. Yeah. Barbados, E. Phillips. Hola, ¿qué tal? Is it Spanish I should speak? ¿Qué tal? Welcome here. Welcome. Good to have you. All the way from the Caribbean. Welcome. Happy new month. Yes, it's November. Oh my God, it's almost December. And before you know it, it's 2022. Ah, we are at 91 now. 9 more people, and we're going to start. Annette says, so why you didn't interview Mercy anymore? Because Mercy told me that they've advised her to keep quiet, that she has been advised to be silent. So we've had 2 appointments now, and 2 appointments have been cancelled. The first one was cancelled because she got arrested, and the second one was cancelled because they have advised her not to talk anymore. I don't know who advised her, but that's the situation now. So that's why. But I'm still waiting for her. I told her also, look, let me know whenever you're comfortable enough to talk. Like, I'm here. Just let me know. So maybe someday the gag order will be removed from her and she can talk freely again. Then we kick off the interview. Ola Johnson says, but I would like to also know what he said on the voice note he sent to you. Okay. All right. 7 more people and we're going to start. So continue to share, you guys. Please continue to share. 3 more people and we are good to go. Continue to share. We are almost there. Good evening. Lord have mercy on us. Look at the name. Good evening. Good to have you. You're watching from YouTube, right? Good evening. Oh, Michelle says my loves and likes are not working. Oh, that's strange. That is really strange. Hello, lovely. Good to see you. Joy Omorui. Hello, Cynthia. Michelle says, am I the only one who cannot love or like? Is there any other person having the same problem? Like you want to give a thumbs up, but it's not working. Any other person having that issue? Oh, this is sweet. Thank you so much, Amelia. Amelia says, you're welcome. We are here for you big time. I appreciate that. Good evening, beauty. Good evening. We are almost there, you guys. 6 more people. What's happening? We are fluctuating. What's happening? We really need to hit 100 before we kick it off. Like, hello, Unique Orobosa Reality TV. Good to have you here. Evelyn Peter. United States. I've been waiting for this gist. Happy New Month, girl. Nora, Anuko, or Mrs. I'm sorry, because you never know who is there. Miss, Mrs., Madam. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Happy New Month. Good to have you all the way from the US of A. Osage says, do you at least know what transpired at the police. They were supposed to be there last week, Tuesday. Well, from the information that I got, which I don't think I want to disclose now, it wasn't last week Tuesday. Let me just tell you. Let me tell you that. I can't give you the date now, but it wasn't last week Tuesday. So, and if I can also say that I don't think they've already been to the police. I don't think so. Okay, Harrison Guamnishu, the human rights activist, advised her not to speak again as they are picking up the case for her. Is that so? Well, I don't have any information about that, but I know that she was on his platform, but she could speak on his platform, but she can't speak on any other platform. Like, how does that work? Mm? How? Anyway, I don't have information about that, if that is true or not. Um, Oh, Kimber Levis also has the same problem. Oh, wow. She says, or he says, not only you, I cannot even like or love on any platform. Oh my God. Then please go ahead and share. If live and like and love is not working, please go ahead and share the video. Hello, lover. Kimber. Good evening. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, Goldie, Isopa, J. Edia. I see you all. We are almost there. Sunita says, but my question is, why are both of them being mute about the issue? Especially Oboda said, if you come from or back to Nigeria, everything is going exactly. So yeah. What can I say? What can I say? I think he would prefer for everything to just die down. That's the thing. But you know, when he said what he said, everything was still in the heat of the moment. Like everywhere was on fire. So he was like, you know what, girl, you don't want to say the truth. You don't want to say the complete truth. Don't worry. When I get to Nigeria, everything will burst and everyone will know, what's up. But now things have started dying down. You don't expect him to light up the fire again because he would rather, you know. But I think the case is still ongoing on the ground. Yeah, which will eventually come out soon. Okay, Annette is also having the same problem. Me too can't give love and like for 1 month now. I don't know why. Please just share. Oh, we've already passed 100. Oh, you guys are doing awesome. If you haven't shared, share now. Let me just quickly read through the rest of the comments and we can start. Okay. Okay, I see you. Oh, thank you so much, lovely. Thank you for sharing. Ma Peter says, Sunita Best Angel, Harrison is not even involved that much, my dear. Mercy has no evidence. Okay. All right, I think it's a good time to start the video. Let me balance. Let me balance. Once I need to drink something, I'm going to leave you guys quickly. I actually had a cup of tea, but I forgot it. A winner will make me forget things like that. Okay. So once again, thank you. All of you that want to hear, like this platform, like I'm not here to cover up for anybody. I'm not here to make friends with anybody. That really should be clear. Maybe I haven't been very clear on that lately, or I haven't been doing much to make that clear. That once you come on my platform, that doesn't mean we become best friends. Yeah, like it's just on a professional level. The fact that you come on my platform doesn't mean that I suddenly become your friend and the person you are antagonizing is my enemy or should be my enemy. So when you suddenly see that other person on my platform, don't take it like, oh, blessing, you betrayed me. You betrayed me. What nonsense are you doing? That's the word Mr. Adegboye used when he sent me those voice notes. Like, what? No, I see the nonsense you're doing on your blog. on your page, on your channel. And I'm like, are you for real? Should I take permission before interviewing all those other people who don't like you or who you don't like? The fact that you were on my platform doesn't mean that I can't talk to anyone else. Me and you, we didn't make any agreement. I interviewed you, and I also have that right as, you know, a non-bipartisan journalist to have interviews with other people, whether you like them or not. Like, it's really not my cup of tea who likes you, who doesn't like you. I just do my job. I do what I got to do at the end of the day. So, well, I think that's why we got hooked somehow, that my interview got misinterpreted for something else. Okay, but I hope that it's clear now. Yeah. Anyway, should I grab something to drink first? I know you guys will be pissed off if I should stop here and go away. Okay, let me just do small. Let me just do a bit, then I'll just leave you guys and go grab something. So, all right. Let's just start with the day Mercy was arrested. Yeah, let's start with that day because you guys already know how everything went. I already told you guys, go and watch my past videos of how everything went. When I already made an appointment with Mercy to interview her on Wednesday, the same Wednesday she was arrested. And I was trying to make the same interview with Adegboye to also have him on the show at the same time, simultaneously with Mercy. Because like I had that vision, vision with the cause problem. I had that vision to have both of them like just sitting together, and this one saying, okay, you said this, you did this, and the other one saying, no, it's not true. Or Mercy saying, you toasted me, you were putting your something behind my back. And he is saying, okay, what made me do that? Why didn't you resist? You know, I was expecting, or I was looking forward to that scenario whereby they would both be on my platform. So Mercy told me, look, Blessing, I am ready to do that. She told me, guilty conscience fears no accusation. So if he agrees to come, even right now, I am ready to do it. So I was like, okay, bring it on. So I called him the same night. Then I think I called him Sunday night. And I was like, okay, I told him the situation. Look, I want to go live with Mercy on Wednesday, and she's really open for a dialogue. If you'd also like to join on Wednesday, 3 p.m., blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, I don't want to talk with Mercy. I don't want to go live with her. If there's anything she has to say, let her go live on her page, or let her say it. You know, let her say it publicly. She can also say it on your page. She's free to have interviews with everybody. Let her continue to grant interviews to everybody in the world. That's her problem. After all, she wants to be famous. She told me she wants to go to Big Brother Naija. She wants to do anything within her power, you know, to become famous. Let her go ahead. But me, I'm not going to have a dialogue with her. I've given her 2 weeks to come out and say the entire truth. Until then, I'm not going to have a dialogue. So I'm like, okay, fine. And then I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it with Mercy, like nothing spoiled, right? And then on Wednesday morning, I just woke up and I got a message in my inbox, and I was told Mercy was picked up at 5:54 a.m. That same Wednesday that I was supposed to interview her. And I was like, oh my God. And you viewers, many of you were like, Blessing, the reason that girl was arrested on that day was because they didn't want her to come on your show, because she had not done any interview with any other person. Like, the whole thing was she would do a live video and just talk, but she hadn't gone anywhere then to say anything. So that would have been her first interview. So maybe they felt like, oh my God, I don't know if that is the reason behind them arresting her on that same day. I really cannot confirm that. So anyway, she was arrested on that day, that Wednesday. So immediately I saw that message in my inbox, I went to Mercy's page and I saw that video where she was saying, I've been arrested, they came and picked me up, blah, blah. My heart was pounding. I was in bed. I just picked my phone. I called Adegboye up. I was like, what the heck is happening? Like, okay, I didn't use what the heck. I was like, what is going on? I'm worried about Mercy. Why was she arrested? What is happening? You told me you would not involve the police, because when I called him about the interview, He said he wouldn't go to the police, that he would go to Nigeria. He's going to invite Mercy's dad, that if anyone has to go to the police, it has to be Mercy. She's the one accusing him of, that it's not in his place to go to the police. I'm like, why did you now go to the police? You told me you'd not involve authorities. So he was just trying to tell me why he had to and every other time. I was like, I'm worried about her. What is happening? He was like, no, you don't have to be worried about her. These are not local policemen. They know what they are doing. She's with her phone. They are treating her well. So he was just really trying to convince me that everything was fine. So we ended up, he actually succeeded in convincing me. He told me, look, Mercy has already done 2 live videos because she has the freedom. She still has her phone. I'm like, I know how things work in Nigeria. Look, if it was abroad, I wouldn't even bother. I know they respect human rights. Yeah. But in Nigeria, they will start beating you. They will torture you. So he was like, no, 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 nothing like that. They are not torturing her. They just want her to bring what do they call, guarantor or something like that, yeah, shorty. So anyway, he ended up convincing me that she was fine and safe, and then we ended up having a long conversation. So during the conversation, he said a lot of things actually, and I would say I was having my interview with him, and he was opening up because he felt like he wasn't being heard. And he also hadn't really come out to explain fully. He hadn't even, or he hasn't still told us if truly he toasted Mercy or not. But during my conversations with him, I've tried to get a few things out of him, because he just wanted his story out there. He felt like, look, people are not believing me, people are not listening to me, people are not hearing my side, but my side will come out once I get to Nigeria. So he was talking a lot in parables. And one of the things he told me was, he mentioned the law of agreement. He mentioned the law of agreement. He said, if we do something together, if we agree to do something together, is it right for you to now secretly take a picture of me? I said, no. I told him outrightly, no, it's not right. If you guys agree to do something, or if anybody, he didn't want me to just say, if you guys, he didn't want me to put that on him. He wanted it to be like on a neutral ground, like if you and somebody do something together, so we just kept it like that. But he was talking about the law of agreement. Is it right for you to secretly record me? I'm like, no, it's not right. Without that person's consent, you can't just do that. So he said, because I asked him, why are you arresting this girl for blackmail and scamming you and all of that? He said, yeah, because this, and I also asked him, why is her house being ransacked the way they did, the way the policemen did? What were they searching for? He said, yeah, because now it involves blackmail, that she is using his nudes to threaten him. So now it's almost like it's like a cyber crime. You want to share or spread someone's nudity online, so it becomes a cyber crime. Then they have to search for the source, or where the materials, the nude materials are. So it's normal. He was trying to explain to me, which I kind of like agreed with him. If, for example, we have a case of porn or child pornography, and the police breaks into a home, they are going to go after the laptop of whoever they are suspecting, for example. But I didn't really understand why they had to seize her certificate, her passport, her brother's birth certificate. What has that got to do with? Or maybe they maybe they thought they would find a picture of something on another person's birth certificate. I don't even understand the connection. But I kind of understood if they had maybe taken her laptop, if it has to do with cybercrime. He is claiming that she is trying to blackmail him with his news. Anyway, I also talked about him. I asked him, is it really true that you got naked? I'm talking about a private WhatsApp call, you know? Is it true that you got naked in front? Did you even get naked for her to even take your picture in the first place? He was like, even if I got naked, something must have led to the removal of pants. My people, when I heard that, I was like, actually, it's true. Let's keep it real here. You guys, remove sentiments. Remove sentiments. A man comes into your room, your hotel room. All of a sudden, he's naked. What did you people say before he started taking off his clothes? Did he come in naked? I don't think so. Do you guys understand? So when he asked the question, I went mute. I went silent. I didn't know what else to say. He asked me, something must have led to the removal of pants. Well, I don't know what led to the removal of pants, if there truly is removal of pants. So let's move on. Now he's accusing her of defamation of character, blackmail, scam. And I said, okay, why are you accusing her of all these things, especially scam? He said, yeah, scam because, okay, fine. I first defined defamation of character. I said, look, you can only charge Mercy for defamation of character if what she's accusing you of is false. If she lied against you, then it's defamation. But if what she's saying is true, then you cannot call it defamation. Then he said, well, she has to prove herself that it's true. Then she has to be ready to present evidence, because when I get to Nigeria, I'll present mine. When she also has to present hers. I was like, okay, let's leave that one. Then I asked about the scam part, like, why are you trying to accuse her of, or why are you even accusing her of scam? And he said, look, blessing. When someone, these are his words, so I'm not making this up. He said, when someone doesn't get what they pay for, what do you call that? Then I thought about it. I said, okay, if someone doesn't get what they paid, if you paid for something and you don't get it, yeah, it's scam. I also said, yeah, I confirmed, yeah, that would be scam. But the thing is, he would just ask generally. And when I probe further, like, did you pay for something? He will be like, no, he's not going to talk about it. Like, when we get to Nigeria, everything will come out, you know? So he's making it very neutral. He's not saying I paid Mercy for something, but I didn't get it. He would just ask a question. When someone doesn't get what they paid for, what do you call it? Is it not scam? I said, yes, it's scam. Okay, so, and of course, we know that he gave Mercy $200. And he said in one of his videos that the reason he gave Mercy $200 was to shut Mercy up from continuing to say all the rubbish she was saying, according to him. So was Mercy blackmailing him before he paid the $200? How did they even come about give me $200 or whatsoever? So we moved on from there. And he said when he gets to Nigeria, everything will come out. I already said that. I'm reading anyway. I'm reading from my notes. And yes, and another thing he told me was, because I was really asking him about that nude picture that Mercy claims she has. And when I asked him, he now told me, he said, blessing, Mercy's hotel has not been removed. And my own hotel also is still there. These are his words. I'm just reading out. Like, these are not my words or interpretation. He said, I hope Mercy tell you that I have my hotel also. If Mercy told you that I came to her hotel naked, so if you now find out that after a month, Mercy was also in my hotel, should I continue? Let me know if you want me to continue. If you haven't shared this video and you want me to continue, go ahead and share. Let me give you 30 seconds to share. Since people cannot give thumbs up, you cannot give likes, at least you can share. Let me give you 30 seconds. Maybe I'll grab my cup of tea now. Okay, are we still sharing? Go ahead and share. Okay, so when he said that, I fell silent again, because now he's telling us Mercy was also in his hotel. Something we never heard before. Mercy never told us that. He never told us that. But later, I got to understand that people actually visit his hotel, that it's not really a special thing. Like when there are new cases, sometimes he goes to the hotel to relax and people bring their cases to him. That's what I've been made to understand. I don't know how true that is. So maybe Mercy also went there as one of his, cases. I don't know. And this is also one of the reasons I feel like Mercy can answer these questions, because Mercy never told us she went to his hotel. So if Mercy would come and say, if I could just look at her and say, Mercy, why were you in his hotel? Were you even in his hotel room? And then maybe she can answer. But now I cannot really say anything. I can't say much about it. But the point is, Mercy, he said Mercy was also in his hotel, and that he can get the footage, and also they can get the footage from Mercy's hotel. Okay, now let us start from the beginning. So Mercy joined that organization in February when she had problems with her ex. And then now I want to start reading out the WhatsApp conversations, yeah? Because everything I've read so far has been like my personal conversation with him via telephone, via WhatsApp call. So now let me read out a summary of the conversation that he had with Mercy via WhatsApp from where I started reading, because he already deleted the beginning and the genesis of their whatever together. So on the 12th of March, from the conversation, I see that Mercy sent him a picture of her father and her kids. She was standing, her dad was standing, and her children were standing, and she sent the picture to him, and she wrote something like, "This is my father and my kids," or something, and they were together somewhere or whatsoever. And we know that Mercy stopped working with them in April. Yeah, I'm going to read comments. Oh my God. I'm going to read comments very soon. Okay, like I was saying, Mercy stopped working there in April, and on the 18th of April, you can see the date there. This screenshot you see here was actually posted by Mercy or reshared by Mercy. And it says, "Chairman tried to kiss me yesterday." Mercy was telling somebody else. I was surprised. And the person was like, "Are you serious?" And Mercy said, "I told him that I can't betray the wife. I am not evil." And then she responded to the person and she said, "I am serious." And the person asked her, "You mean president of Human Rights Defenders?" And she said, Mercy said, "He said I have to see compulsory." I'm not sure what she meant by that. And she said, "The chairman." And the person asked Mercy, "You have to see what?" And Mercy told the person, "I told him I can't have that thing with him. I don't do that." The reason I said that thing is not because I'm too holy to say the 3-letter word. It's just that I don't want YouTube to demonetize me, if that makes sense. So I'm being careful with my words. Otherwise, I'm big enough to say the 3-letter word. Yeah. I want to ask you guys now, if you're here, go ahead. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already, give the video a thumbs up if it's making sense so far. So all of this conversation happened in April, on the 18th of April. And why I'm being specific about the 18th of April is this guy tried to kiss Mercy on the 18th of April. And she didn't like it. From all the videos Mercy has done recently, she didn't like the fact that this man was running after her. She doesn't like the man. He's not her type. Every other thing she has said that you guys have heard. But on the 21st of April, according to the messages that I read, Mercy sent this man a message asking him for money. You guys saw my look. Hey, blessing Njoh. Maybe this is why I'm different, and maybe this is why I get so much hate. But I'm going to say it, and I'm going to continue to say it the way it is. I'm removing sentiments. I'm removing partiality. I'm just going to say everything. Like, just be as honest and transparent as possible. And the opportunity and the platform is still there for Mercy if she wants to come here and still clear herself. But me saying the things that Mercy did wrong doesn't mean I'm standing against Mercy. Me saying the things that Adegboye did wrong doesn't mean I'm standing against him. I interviewed Dr. Ebenezer the other day, and I was telling him, Mister, your story doesn't match. That doesn't mean I'm siding with Adegboye. I'm just telling him point blank, look, it's not working in my head. It's not, the whole thing is not aligning. That doesn't mean I'm joining Adegboye. I'm just saying what I'm observing. So that is the same thing I'm doing here. So if you guys feel like, oh my God, this thing is really going against Mercy, or this video is going against Mercy, I personally, as Blessing Njoh, I am not going against Mercy. I am not going against Adegboye. I'm not going against anybody. I'm not joining anybody. I'm just pouring it out there so that the viewers know exactly what went down. Yeah. So why you guys saw my face when I was interviewing Adegboye? Like, what the heck? Somebody toasted you or tried to kiss you on the 18th, and a week later, you're asking him money for painter. She said she wanted to paint her house. Yeah, I think she just got a house. And she also told him the amount, 35,000 naira. You guys saw me taking notes that day. Let me see what this conversation is. Okay, May 9th. Okay. Let me quickly write something. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to just tell you guys what I think or what I thought when I was reading those conversations. Like, what the heck? So you don't like this guy, but you're asking him for money. What are you trying to do? Mm? Anyways, fast forward to the 30th of April. So I don't think he gave her that money. I don't think he gave her that 35K to pay the painter to paint her house. And then on the 30th of April, I think that was around the time Mercy did her video mentioning the amount of money she got from them, from the organization. And I think the man wasn't happy with it. So I think he sent her a voice note like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? We helped you. So she apologized, and I think she deleted the video. She was like, oh, I didn't mean any harm. I just did the video. So she deleted the video. Yeah. And then the next day, which is on the 1st of May, Mercy sent him a message, and she deleted the message. So that's the only message that was deleted. He didn't delete any other message, and she also didn't delete, except that one she sent on the 1st of May, which I don't really know what she sent in that message. But anyway, she posted this one, and this one is on the 9th of May. And he told her, the message you sent was deleted by you. Please, there is no point of deleting message anymore. I have nothing to hide from my wife. But remember, we haven't rented you an apartment. Your money still remain intact. The apartment is for human rights defenders staff, as you know, and you're not one of them. And then she told him that I'm still in the hotel, though I have painted the house with my money. And that's why I also said that I don't think he gave her the money, because here she's telling this person that I'm still in the hotel, though I have painted the house with my money. So what she did here, she's forwarding the message the man sent her. She's forwarding it to somebody. This is a conversation she had with someone else. So she's forwarding his messages to that person, telling the person, look, he told me not to delete our messages because the wife or whatever she wrote there. And then she also said, I am with the keys of the house. So I don't think another reason I don't think he gave her that 35K for the painter is because It was later in June that she sent him her account number. Later in June. So, anyways, we'll get to there. We'll get there. And then on the 26th of May, what's going on? Okay. On the 26th of May, Mercy started to call this man. Missed calls, missed calls, missed calls. That is another thing I would like to ask Mercy. What were you actually calling this man to ask him? You already left the organization in April. You stopped working for them and with them. What are you still calling him on the 26th of May? And I should also mention to you guys, I don't have the date here. Somewhere in their conversation, you guys should listen very well. Adegboye told Mercy that, look, these things I'm doing for you is not part of the organization. I'm doing it from my own personal help for you. So Mercy responded and said, thank you, I appreciate it. So it was already clear that, look, whatever money I'm giving you, whatever thing me and you are discussing here on this phone, it has nothing to do with human rights anymore. It's between me and you. And Mercy was fine with it. Look, from everything I read, I didn't see anything like, oh, I'm toasting you, or oh, I like you. I think that one, they did it in the beginning and maybe they already deleted those ones. But I saw the message where he specifically told her that, look, all these things I'm giving you, all these things I'm doing for you, they are out of the organization. It's just my own personal gift or whatsoever for you. And she was cool with that. So that is also another thing that made me feel like, why now? You know? And Mercy, to be honest, she didn't really tell us all these things in her videos. You know, like, okay, he was, look, when a man likes you, and you're giving him green light, or let's just say you are giving him orange light, you're not really giving him red light. Mercy did not give that man red light. That is just the thing. Because when a man starts trying to kiss you, you warn him, like, sir, please, I respect you very much. I don't appreciate what you're doing. I don't like it. It is disrespectful to me. I respect your wife. I'm not here for this. I came here to get help from you guys. Please, I would appreciate it if you just stop. Don't never do this again. Because next time you do, I might just have to take it further and maybe even threaten him, like just get rid of him. And especially when you stop working with him, why are you still chatting him up if you don't like him? So you don't like him, but you like the money he's giving you. So those are the things I read that you guys saw my eyes and my face, like, okay, you don't like this guy. You're not giving him green light, like, okay, I like you, let's do this. But you're also not giving him red light. So you're keeping him in the middle. You're making him feel like you're just playing hard to get. And he kept pursuing or chasing you. And he was giving you stuff. And you were taking those stuff, making him believe that something would come out of it. That's the way I reasoned the whole thing. Yeah. Because I felt like if Mercy had just been very stern with that guy, like, stop this, I think he would have respected himself. But I don't think she really did that. I don't think she did. But it's something for her to maybe clarify and let us know the role that she played. Maybe she was leading him on, making him believe he would get something in return. We don't know. We don't want to insinuate, but we can think, okay, in certain directions. Now, on the 26th of May, Mercy was calling this man. Missed calls, missed call, missed call, missed call. And I was like, why are you calling him? It looked like she was, in a way, stalking. Because maybe look, like I said, I cannot think for her here. I'm just analyzing and doing my video. She might actually have a good reason why she was calling him. She might. Okay? And he wasn't picking her calls. He was ignoring her calls, and he wasn't also calling her back. Well, I didn't check. No, let me correct that. I didn't check his call list. to see if he also called her back. I didn't check, but I saw all her missed calls, more than 10 missed calls. And then on the 10th of June, Mercy sent him another message and said, my house is leaking. I don't have money again. Please help me. And I think she also asked for airtime. I wrote credit, but I don't know why I wrote credit. I'm suspecting that I was writing very fast when I was reading those messages. So I wrote credit. Maybe she needed airtime. And then she said my account details. And then she put her account details, her full name. So I have the name here that she put. There are 3 names. Mercy is in the middle. There is a name in front, another name at the end, which I'm not going to disclose to protect her privacy. But Mercy is one of the 3 names, and she also put her account, number. That was on the 10th of June. And this man tried to kiss you, or he tried to shove his something behind your back. He tried to do all these things to you and with you that you didn't like. You're still asking him, like this. I was reading these things that day. I was just like, no, like you know how I am. Like I find it difficult to hide my facial expressions, and you guys were like, why is Blessing doing her face like that? Okay, so here is why. And then on the 15th of June, my God, I think she wrote something like, you purposely are not picking up my calls anymore, whatsoever. But the one she now wrote on the 24th of June is the one that now killed me. And I think it's the one that is going to shock many of you watching this video. And somebody told me that maybe it's possible to delete WhatsApp messages that I wouldn't know. Because from the conversations that I saw on Adegboye's phone, I didn't see that he deleted anything. Because I'm seeing so much gap between these conversations. I would see Mercy's message and it would take 5 days. There will be nothing. And then another Mercy's message. So is it like he was not communicating with her, or I just, like, I don't know. But many of those things were written and sent by Mercy to him. So on the 24th of June, that's the one that quenched me, that my eyes, I couldn't just hide it anymore. And I think Mercy is the best person to explain exactly what she meant by that message. Let me see how many people share this video before I'll tell you guys the one that shocked me the most. Where is my other phone? If you guys haven't shared very well, I know the people who shared, they already told me they shared. But if you guys haven't shared very well, I'm not going to tell you the bombshell, the one that just killed me on that day that I'm like, oh no. Okay, anyways, on the 24th of June, I think because Mercy wasn't really getting any answer from him, Mercy then wrote him. She was angry, and then she wrote a lot, but the one that I picked out, I couldn't write everything, of course. So I was writing really fast, but the one that caught my eye, that I felt like, okay, this one, I'm taking this one out. She said, I see you took advantage of me. That's the one that killed me. When a man takes advantage of you, what does he mean? Maybe she has another meaning to it too. But immediately I read it, the meaning that came to my head just collapsed my brain. Like, he took advantage of you? How? Like I said, like, I don't want to say too much here. I'm just telling you guys what I read. But I think Mercy is in the best position to tell us how this man took advantage of her. Because I'm talking about the conversation they had between both of them. So she told him, I can see you took advantage of me, maybe because he wasn't answering her calls. I don't know why she said so. And I don't know what kind of advantage, like, is there maybe another meaning to when a man takes advantage of a woman? That I don't know. Maybe you guys can drop the comment. In which other scenarios can a woman say, oh, you took advantage of me? how, like you guys can educate us here. Um, and then on the 9th of October, Adegboye did a video, and he titled the video, "Can a Woman Seduce a Man?" Yeah. Let me say, before then, Mercy already did the video with Mama Success, I believe, right? Mercy already did that video, and Adegboye also sent her a voice note again, saying, like, asking, why did you do this, and blah, blah, blah. You want to damage her, whatever, all those long voice notes I was listening to. And then on the 9th of October, he did a video titled, "Can a Woman Seduce a Man?" I need you guys. Hey, like I said again, I need to reiterate, I'm not here to take sides. I'm not here to be biased. I'm not here to be sentimental. I'm just going to say it the way it is. So I went back and watched that video again. Can a woman seduce a man? Mercy says that the reason she came out was because of that video. She said she came out because Adegboye said in the video that she was trying to seduce him. And I think a lot of people were carried along with Mercy's narrative. They felt like, okay, Adegboye truly did a video titled, "Can a Woman Seduce a Man?" And I also got carried. I mean, I watched this video, but after I saw her video saying, "I did not seduce you. How can I seduce?" That video, she was very angry. I also got carried along in that aura of, yes, he was accusing her. But after my interview with him, I was telling him, "You accused her." He was like, "No, I didn't accuse her. Go back and watch the video." He was telling me during the interview, "Go back and watch the video." And then after my interview with him, I went back and watched that video. And I need you all to also do the same thing. Go and watch the video. I wanted to play it here during this video, during this particular one I'm doing now, but I will leave that out. It's a 19-minute long video. But I need you, just do that assignment. If you want to continue to follow this story and understand every corner of it, go back and watch the video. And the reason I'm saying you should go back and watch the video is that when I went back the second time to watch the video, I saw that Adegboye did not even mention Mercy's name. Mercy might be watching this video right now and think, "Oh my God, Blessing, you're throwing me under the bus." Blessing is just being honest. And I really do hope Mercy comes and clarifies a lot of things. And I really told Mercy, like the first time I invited her, I told her, "Look, I am tough like that. I'm tough like that." She told me I'm tough too. I'm like, great, that's what we need. We need to be frank and honest with each other. Let's not deceive each other, you know? I watched that video again. Adegboye never accused Mercy. In fact, Adegboye only talked about what might have concerned Mercy in the last 4 minutes of the video, or last 5 minutes. The whole video, he was talking about his experiences. Someone tried to seduce him and the person succeeded in Belgium. A woman slept with him in Belgium. Another one happened somewhere, and it's possible for a woman to seduce a man. And if we also have to be honest, this is not the first time Adegboye would be doing videos like this. And I'm talking about this video on the 9th of October, right? Yes. Can a man be seduced by a woman? My personal experience. He was sharing his personal experience. So he was mentioning different people. Yeah, another one happened here, another one happened there. And if you guys see this video, 2019, 2 years ago, Adegboye did a video titled, "Nigerian Women, Ladies and Girls, Please Use Condom or Be Ready to Be a Single Mother." So he does this kind of content. He does these kind of videos. So I cannot really sit here and say, oh, the reason he did that video about seduction is because of Mercy. 2 years ago, he was already doing stuff like this, and he would use his own personal experience. So he did the same thing on the 9th. He didn't mention Mercy's name once, not even once. He did not. He talked about a woman in Belgium, I think another one in, I don't know, America. And then in the last 4 minutes, he said something that kind of like pertains to Mercy. But if you don't know Mercy, you don't know their story, you would never know, he was talking about Mercy. Just like he mentioned the one in Belgium. Does anybody know who is in Belgium he was talking about? I don't. But if that one comes out now from Belgium and starts to say he's a liar, then everyone would know. So he also talked a bit about his experience with Mercy. But at that time, Mercy hadn't come out. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know he toasted her. We didn't know he gave her $200. We didn't know anything. So it was Mercy that brought everything out. Let's call a spade a spade. He didn't mention her name. The entire video was not even centered around her. His experience with her came in the last 4 minutes, and nobody even suspected, I believe, that it was Mercy he was referring to. He was just saying it like a story, like, oh, and then another person, and then he was, just go back and watch the video. Let me not put the words in his mouth. So after he did that video, that was when Mercy came out. And okay, let me just continue in a chronological manner. On the 10th of October at 4:38, Adegboye sent Mercy a voice note saying all those long things. Something went wrong. Yeah, if you want me to marry you, if something went wrong, then that doesn't mean you should spoil my name or whatsoever. Look, the voice notes were long. Let me be honest with you guys. That night, my oga had to work and I had the car. So I had to, I couldn't listen to everything. I was also in a hurry because I had to leave that night. So, and then at 5:44, Adegboye called Mercy's daddy on that same 10th of October. He called Mercy's father. I listened to their conversation when he was talking to Mercy's dad, and he was quiet. The man was quiet the whole time. Adegboye was talking. Your daughter, warn your daughter, let her leave us alone. Did we do a bad thing by helping her? Your daughter raped me. She raped me. She was trying to seduce me. It was that she raped me. That one, I had to write that one down. The seduction we've heard, but the raping part, we didn't hear that one. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, she raped you. Anyways, he was reporting Mercy to the father, like, warn her, tell her to leave us alone, whatever. And then the only thing the man said at the end of the conversation, because he fast forwarded it for me, I was like, oh my God, this conversation is long. Like, I was just looking at the time, like, I have to go. Well, anyways, I didn't listen to the middle of the conversation, but I listened like when it was getting to the end. And then the man said, okay, I'll call you back. Let me call Mercy. I'll call Mercy and talk to her. I will talk to her. I'll call you back. Okay, my son, I'll call you back. That part I heard Mercy's dad say. But when I watched Mercy's interview with Harrison, I think she said Adegboye hung up on the dad or something like that. I didn't hear any part where anybody hung up on anybody. Yeah, maybe they made another phone call. Maybe there was another phone call after then. I don't know. But the one that I listened to, nobody hung up on anybody. It was an amicable conversation. One man was reporting the daughter to the father, and the father told him, "Oh, okay, I'll call her now. I'll talk to her. I'll call you back." And then Adegboye told me that the man never got back to him ever since then. Yeah. 2 hours later, after Adegboye called the man, that was when Mercy did that video, that explosive video that she was angry. 2 hours later. So now Adegboye is telling me the reason Mercy did that video is not because of the video I did yesterday about a man seducing or a woman seducing a man. It's about everything of today because of what I sent her and because I called her father and she knows that maybe I will go public and maybe she saw the video of yesterday. So he's just feeling like she's just, she's just angry that I'm ignoring her calls. And so for now, I cannot say too much unless Mercy says her own side. Now, on the 24th of October, Mr. Adegboye went back to Nigeria. And during my interview with him, he told me, Blessing, all these things you're reading in my phone, my conversation with Mercy, you don't have to do a video yet. Wait till when I get to Nigeria. Once the case starts, you guys should listen. Once the case starts, I will start bringing out my own evidence. I will start saying everything. Once you just see things online, go ahead and also do your video and tell your people whatever you've read in this conversation. So I was like, oh, why not? Like, I protect my sources. I can keep secrets like that. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut until you are ready. You go. And I also asked him then, you guys heard, like, I would also like a follow-up interview, because that interview I did with him, he wasn't saying anything. The only thing I got from him is everything I've read out. He didn't answer my questions during the interview. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm just going to wait. Once I see that you've gone public, you've started talking, you've started saying things, then I am going to do this video that I'm doing today. So I was waiting. But while I was waiting, and that's what I believe spoiled everything, while I was waiting, I was also interviewing other people. So I was also doing my investigations. I was also doing my other videos, but I never mentioned anything I read. I kept to my word. I stuck to my agreement with him, my public agreement. We didn't have any secret agreement during our conversations. Everything you guys heard, you heard me tell him, I'm not going to do a video. I'm going to wait, and you're going to come back for a second interview. And he was like, yes. So I stuck to that. Even when I was interviewing those other men that used to work with him, I never mentioned any of these things that you guys just heard this evening, right? You can also attest to that. But he got upset that I was interviewing these other men that used to work with him. And I was like, what has that got to do with, my situation or my interview with you? But anyway, let's get to that. So I did an interview with Dr. Ebenezer on the 26th of October, 2 days after Adegboye got to Nigeria. And Adegboye told us so many gruesome things. For example, Adegboye said, Dr. Ebenezer told us so many gruesome things. For example, Dr. Ebenezer said Adegboye allegedly sent 2 men to beat him up where he was staying in their home. And all this while Adegboye was in the Netherlands. He said 2 men allegedly came to his room, beat him up, threw him out of the room or of the house at 1 a.m. They made away with his money. He said all these other things. Of course, those things are not nice for Adegboye. But Adegboye now took me, I believe, as an enemy for even offering Ebenezer my platform to spew the things that he spewed. And I'm feeling like, no, that doesn't make me an enemy, because I was never your friend. That you were on my platform, I was trying to bring out whatever is hidden. Just the same way I brought you on my platform, I can bring other people. It doesn't mean, no, I will only bring your friends and you. It doesn't work that way. Then I'm being partial. It doesn't work that way. Anyways, so the day after my interview with Ebenezer, he called me, Adegboye called me. And I'm going to read a transcript of what he told me. I know, I think Ola Johnson really wants to know what he said. This one, he called, he didn't drop a voice note. He said, all the nonsense you're doing on your page, you're doing with your page. I just wanted to grant you the interview so that when you are posting, you and God will be judging yourself because you saw something. And what he meant by you saw something is the things I saw in his phone or the things I read. And then he also said, by now, you're supposed to have called your client, which is Mercy, but instead you went and started building another thing on your page. So that's why I feel like he's angry with the interview with Ebenezer. And guess what? After my interview with Ebenezer, I announced that I was also going to interview David Frank. So he saw that, I guess. So I guess that's what he meant by all the nonsense you're doing, all the other things you're doing. By now, you should have called Mercy and you should have interviewed Mercy. Of course, mister. The first time I should have interviewed Mercy, you spoiled it by getting her arrested, that I couldn't interview Mercy. The second time that I was to interview Mercy, she told me that she has been put on a gag order by God knows who. Someone told her to be silent. So it's not like, and guess what? Even when he was sending me these messages, Mercy hadn't told me then that she couldn't talk. I had my appointment with her, but he didn't know. I didn't tell anyone the second one. So at that time, Mercy, like, we still had our appointment going. So he was like, go ahead, investigative journalist. He hung up on me. So I now dropped him a voice note on WhatsApp. Like after this thing he said and he hung up, I was like, I have no clue what you're talking about. Like I dropped him a voice note. Like I was confused. Like, what is this man talking about? He's saying I'm doing nonsense on my page. He's saying by now I should have interviewed Mercy, but I haven't. Instead, I'm doing nonsense, talking to other people. He didn't say talking to other people, but I know that's what he meant by doing nonsense. And I'm like, if the reason you're saying all these things is because of the interview with Ebenezer, go back and watch that interview. It doesn't even match with what you're saying. Because during the interview, Ebenezer walked out on me. He walked out of the interview saying that I was taking sides with you. And here you are telling me what you're telling me. So I just left him, And then on the 29th of October, I was having this interview with David Frank. So during that interview, I think I was trying to explain to you guys, I was trying to tell you, he called me. And then I was trying to check the date. You guys, for those of you who watched that interview, I was trying to check the date he called me. So I was on WhatsApp on my other phone. I was live with you guys. So I was checking the date. I was like, oh, he called me on so and so date. And then my hand mistakenly touched the dial button. You guys remember me saying, oh shit, I just called him. And immediately, I don't even think it was up to a nanosecond. Immediately, I quickly, ended the call because it was a mistake. So he dropped me a voice note. And you guys remember I told you guys, he just dropped me a voice note. I'm going to listen later, but because of course I will not just be playing his voice notes publicly like that. So I told you guys, I'm going to listen later. But so on a second thought, I was like, let me just call him to know what's up. Yeah. And then while I was live, because I thought, okay, maybe he's watching and he wants to say something, and he was dropping a voice note that I couldn't listen to because I was live. So I was like, okay, let me just call him. So I called him back while I was live. Of course, he didn't pick. You guys were there. So after the live stream, let me see. I don't even know if you guys are hearing me. Okay, so after the live stream, oh my God, my people are coming upstairs now. Should they do a part 2 of this video? I can hear their footsteps. Okay, anyway, after the live stream, I listened to his voice note, and I'm going to read out a transcript again of what he said. He said, hello, Blessing. Hello, Blessing. So what makes you feel like you can just pick your phone and call me or text me whenever you want? I think you are trying to become second Mercy. In my mind, I'm like, okay, so if Mercy scammed you, blackmailed you, stalked you, then Blessing is also becoming another Mercy trying to stalk you, blackmail you. But the point is, that call on that day was a mistake. I wasn't intending to call him. My finger mistakenly touched the dial icon. I called, I immediately ended it. But when I saw he was dropping voice notes, he dropped two. The first one failed. The first one was like 1 second long, and then the second one was longer. So I called him back. So my second call was intentional. I called him back, like, okay, let me just hear. Maybe he's watching us live and he wants to say something. So he dropped this voice note, very angry. He was like, I think you're trying to become second Mercy. It's like you don't have respect for yourself. The nonsense you are doing there, you will soon get tired of it. When next you try my number, that disrespect you are looking for, you will get it. That you were fortunate to have an interview with me, does that now make you and me equal? Look, I'm not even going to, respond. Like, you guys know, I never respond to anything directed at me. Never, ever, ever. But I'm not going to respond, but I'm just going to say this is not befitting of a chairman of a human rights organization that is seeing himself as not equal as someone else, another human being. He sees himself as a higher human being. And I think this might also be part of the problem that the organization is having. Like, people feel haughty, people feel, when I say people, I mean the chairman and the president. A lot of people have accused them of being proud, being cocky, being arrogant, feeling better than other people. And this is not to call anyone out, but my own personal advice to the chairman and the president, I think they have good intention. I don't think they just opened that organization to destroy people. I don't think so. I think their intentions are good, but I think they don't know how to do what they are doing. I think they don't know how to do it. I think they know what they want to achieve, but I don't think they have the right attitude towards it. And this is just my own truthful, honest analysis, not to bring them down, because a lot of people are saying so many negative things, especially people who have come in contact with them. But I'm never going to use my platform to bring down anyone or to say negative things about them. I'm just going to say what I observe. And what I observe in this situation is you cannot be proud and you are a humanitarian. You have to show compassion. You don't have to see yourself as better than someone else or other people. And that is where there is going to be a problem. My advice to the chairman and the president is maybe they can, oh, I've said it before, maybe they can hire someone to do this public communication. Like, they are not doing a good job at it. When clients come to the office, they don't talk properly to clients. They don't talk respectfully to their staff. They feel like their staff or their personnel are their subordinates, just people they can just kick around and talk to anyhow, which is not supposed to be that way. Everyone deserves an equal amount of respect. Everyone, no one should be disregarded just because they are on your pay slip or pay list, or what, how can I put it? Like, every human being deserves dignity. We are all humans. No one is bigger than the other. No one is. Of course, we have social classes. We can't deny that fact, but humans should be respected irrespective of whatever position you think you have. And the position of a humanitarian is supposed to be a very humbling one. You have to be humble. You cannot call yourself a humanitarian and be so cocky and proud. Anyway, let me continue to read. Said, does that now make me and you equal? What makes you now different from Mercy now that you can just pick your phone and call me any given time? That means I have become your class. Those are his words. So I was careful to read his exact words out so that it wouldn't be me interpreting his words or using my own words. Those are his words. So he says here that that means I have become your class. So he is not my class, what he's saying. Do you guys understand? And for me, it's not a good look for an organization. And like I said, it's never, ever, ever to bring him down or to bring the organization down. I still honestly believe they have a good intention, but they are going it the totally wrong way. And attitude like this will continue to bring down the image of the organization. You have to be humble in this position. You cannot be proud. You just cannot. It doesn't fit. That means the position you have, you don't know how to carry it. You don't know how to act that role that you have. It's not just being chairman or being president. How much compassion do you show to the people that come around you? You cannot continue to fight everyone you come in contact with. You fight clients, you fight staff, you fight journalists. You cannot, that is not life. You should try as much as possible to be at peace with people. Even when people step at your toes, there are matured ways to go about certain things. It's not, everything cannot always go your way. You understand? So for me, it's just an honest advice. Maybe they can excel, they can do better if maybe they hire a professional. I don't think they are really professionals. I don't think they have the qualification. Like, look, I know when I say these things, people will think, oh, Blessing, you're just dissing them. No, I have gathered so much information. I've listened to so many people. And I'm not talking about comments of people who are just commenting and hating. I'm talking about people who have lived with them, people who have worked with them, people who they have helped as clients. And it's the same story over and over again. I think I personally, it's my personal judgment that they are not qualified for that job. They are not, they don't have to be bad people. I don't think they are bad people. Like I said, they want to help. They want people to have equal rights, but they don't understand what equal rights mean. I think they don't even understand what human rights means. The basic human rights of every individual, I don't think they understand what it means. And I think maybe they should either go for training to really learn these basic things or hire somebody to do the public, job for them. Maybe it will help the face and the reputation of the organization and bring them back to life. Because right now, I'm reading comments, people are really, really not happy with them. And like, there is so much work to be done. I don't think their attitude and their manner of approach is the right one for the role that they are playing. I don't think so. I personally don't think so. Okay. So, and then after he said, does that mean I have become your class? And then he now said something else that I don't want to read out, which I find personally denigrating, but I'm not going to, this is not me against him. I'm just doing my job. So that one is personal against me and against what I do that I want to just keep this way. But I found it quite insulting. He said that, and that was it. That was the final thing he said. He said that thing had to do with my life, like in your life, something like that, which I'm not going to say too much about. And when he said that, I sent him a text message. And I just told him in the text message, look, you are unnecessarily rude and it is uncalled for. I told him me calling him, the first call I made was a mistake. And I explained how it was a mistake, that I was checking something and my finger mistakenly touched the dial icon. And so I just explained to him that it was a mistake. And then I just told him, look, from everything, from the way you're sounding, I can see you're not interested, because he said I was fortunate enough to have had that interview with him that should have never happened till death do us part, till, that's the word. There are some words I had to edit out of what I read to you guys. I just had to remove some things. So for him to say that interview should have never happened, that means a second one is not going to happen. So I told him in my text response, I said, look, clearly you're not interested in a second interview. So I will just go ahead and do my video. Good luck to you. That was how I ended. I didn't insult him whatsoever because I'm just too professional for that. But I let him know that he was being unnecessarily rude and that was uncalled for. Yes, so I just let him know also, it's okay, you don't want to do another interview, it's fine, but I am just going to go ahead and do my video. So normally I should have waited, like my agreement with him was when he starts doing his stuff in Nigeria, but he's been in Nigeria now for a week and I've not heard anything. I don't know what's happening. Well, maybe I know, but you know what I mean. Officially, I don't know what is happening. So, and I know from his tone that there is not going to be a second interview. and I'm not going to hold myself ransom. Like, I'm not just going to sit there hanging on a tree. Mercy cannot talk, and I'm just going to sit here and hang my video. So yeah, that's why I decided to just go ahead and do my video. And that doesn't spoil anything. If Mercy still wants to come out and clear her name and say, oh, this is why I was calling him, this is why I was asking him for money, this is why I said he took advantage of me, this is why I went to his hotel, if I went to his hotel, this is what led to him getting naked in front of me. Look, all those questions we still don't have answers to. So if she feels like, oh, I still want to, clear the air, she's always welcome here. But I just want to make it clear that blessing is not on anyone's side. So that is the story. For those of you who have been asking, that is the story. So any more questions? Let me see comments. Okay, I think I lost. Okay, I think I'm just going to use my other phone. I might have lost some comments there, which I can't read. Okay, someone says she was desperate for any sort of assistance. Okay, and that's Evelyn. Okay, I lost comments, you guys. I'm so sorry. I lost so many comments. Like, I think, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Sunita says, but my question is, why must women be seducing this man and no man is seducing the wife? Good question. Very, very good one. Very good one. Utomi says, I'm following you because of your trust. Blessing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sunita says, at the middle of the video, he talked about mercy. Even though the title of the video was not centered on mercy, but he made mention of mercy trying to seduce him that he will marry 2 wives. Please go back and listen to the video. If it's the same video, look, later, after Mercy did her own explosive video, yes, he did videos and he said things that, oh, my wife is working 6 days. That was after Mercy's video that he was saying, I will marry a second wife and all of that. Give me till February. Yes, he did all of that after Mercy did her video. But before Mercy's video, the video he did was titled, Can a Man Be Seduced by a Woman? And in that video, you guys, trust me, we don't have to go back and forth in the comment section about it. Just go back and watch that video from beginning to the end. He never mentioned video and Mercy. He never did. And I'm sure when you guys watched that video, watched his video, nobody's mind went to, oh, this is Mercy he was talking about. Because nobody knew these things were going on between them. It was after Mercy's video that people knew that, okay, there was something fishy. But when he did his video, he was just talking about his own experiences with other women in other parts of the world. And he also mentioned something, close to Mercy, but I didn't know it was Mercy. I just thought it was some other woman somewhere. I don't know if you understand. And although he said, one day I'm going to tell you guys about this last one, it was like in the final minutes of the video, at the end of the video, that he even just went to that direction. But the whole video was not about Mercy. Go back and watch the video. So it was like Mercy brought out her own self to tell us that, look, that video he did though was about me. But we could never have known because he didn't mention her name. So Ola Johnson says, how can Adegboye sleep with her and take advantage of her? Because the girl needs money. That's only if he sleeps with her. Well, we don't know. Mercy said she didn't. She did videos and she said, I never did it with you. And he hasn't told us if they did something together. He hasn't told us. But I also don't understand what Mercy means or meant by you took advantage of me. I really cannot answer that question for her. And he told Mercy's father that your daughter raped me. I also don't know what he meant by your daughter raped me. You understand? Thank you, Tommy. Harrison says, not only Adegboye that they seduce and rape, now him go still send money through his sister to his abuser. Poor, yeah. Like, I don't know. I feel like in the US, if something like this happens in the US, you are stepping down immediately. You cannot continue to function in that role, in that position, until the investigation is thoroughly concluded. You just cannot. That is just abuse of power. Like, you're sending money secretly outside of the organization that you're working for. You're not fit for that role. It's as simple as that. This is not someone dissing you. This is just what it is. You can't be having illicit affairs with someone who is vulnerable. That is taking advantage of someone, actually, if you really want to look at it that way, because she is in need. She has a problem. You cannot be toasting someone like that, of all people. You cannot, no. So you're using your position as chairman, you're abusing your role. So if someone ever comes out to say, oh, you did this to me, even if it's false, for that period in time, you cannot continue to function in that role, because you're a servant of the public. You're serving the public. You have to respect them, respect the people that are watching, respect your clients, and step down. You step down while the investigation is going on. But now for you to continue to be chairman, it's like, whatever. I have impunity. I can continue to do whatever I want. This is my company. So it's like it's your private business. It's your personal business that you are not accountable anymore to anybody. You can do anything with any female you want. Look, you have the right, like you said, to marry as many wives as possible. You have the right to toast. But when it starts to affect the image of the organization you represent, you step down. That means you are not fit to sit in that chair. Like, it's simple. This thing is not a personal thing that, oh, they are against me. No, it's just the way it is. Like, you're wrong. You failed. You failed that position. You cannot be bringing your personal business, your problems with your wife, and using it to rob. Okay, I think I'm going to be rounding off. My people are ready. I can hear their voice. Let me just quickly read comments and I am going to sign out. Aliko says, easy, please, let's hear his side as he arrived in Nigeria. Yes, so we are still waiting. I know how it is in Nigeria. You just can't enter Nigeria and go to the police and say, yeah, let's start now. And then they just start. Like, no. Sometimes these things take time. I do understand. But he's not updating anybody. Nobody knows what's up. You understand? So we don't know if it's going to take a month or a year. So yes, we need to be patient. So you guys don't roast him. Don't roast his organization. Just be patient. This is another question I would have liked or loved to ask him. Ola Johnson says beating people up with thugs and feeling like he is untouchable. So we also heard the story about him allegedly sending people to beat up his own younger sister Iyabo. We heard that story. His own blood sister. And we heard the same story with Ebenezer, which I cannot say too much about. I cannot say too much about both stories, but these are things that I think people would want to hear from his own mouth. But if he has chosen not to, continue with the interview, it's all good. But people will continue to have the idea and the impression that they have about him. That's just what it is. Alec also says, I'm struggling with this. I'm very much interested to see how this plays out. I believed so much in him and his wife. And that is the funny thing, because his wife also has been accused of, for example, beating up children. Like the success, I have read stories of her beating him and all the so many nasty things I've heard about her. Being verbally abusive to her personnel and all of that. I think Madam needs anger management classes. And the chairman also said in one of the videos that my wife has a temper. So for me, that was a confirmation. He said it clearly in his video. My wife has a temper. Madam needs to take anger management classes, or she doesn't deal with people directly. Like, this job is difficult. It's not an easy job they have. And if they find it difficult to act in the manner that people expect, then either they take a step back, put other people to do that job for them, or they go for training and go and learn how to approach people, how to, take care of people, how to show compassion, how to receive people, all those customer service skills that you need to acquire before you even open any business. How you be patient with people, how you listen, how you talk back, how you use your tone, the tone of your voice, how to be calm and calculative. Those things, you have to learn those things sometimes if you're not built with it. If you were not trained growing up with those characters, you have to learn them. You really have to. Osagie says, I told you exactly so on that show, Blessing. Yes, and I was laughing. I didn't believe you. But yeah. Yeah, that's life. That's life. Every says, and he's so rude. Yes, he was very rude. Yeah. Like, a lot of people have said it. Like, these people are rude. They don't know how to talk. And I think I have experienced it firsthand. Like, there are some positions you hold. Your character alone speaks volumes. You carry yourself with so much charisma. And I think they lack it. I really do think so. It's not like I said, look, I might sit here and say these things and people will think, oh, you're just, but I'm not. This is just the fact. I think they lack that composure, that charisma that you should have. And it's something they can work on. I don't think they are doing a bad job, but I think they are doing it badly. I think the job they are not doing it the good way. But things can still get better if they acknowledge that, look, we have a problem. But it starts with that acknowledgement. If they want to continue to be in denial, they will never get better. Things will go from bad to worse. But if they can just sit down and be honest with themselves and say, look, we have failed some people. There are people who have paid us money for 6 months, 1 year. We have not even started their case, and we are not even communicating with them. It's not a problem if you don't start your case in 1 year. I do understand that maybe you have so many cases, but at least get back to them. update them, let them know, oh, we are still working on this, give us some time. Not that this one, okay, this one is rich, we'll charge this one 40,000. This one is not too rich, we'll charge this one 20,000. For me, there is no structure in that organization. And these things can be worked on, but they need to acknowledge it and say, look, where are the areas we need to improve on? Do we need to hire people? And when you hire people, you should have a budget set aside to pay those people, unless they come in as volunteers and say, look, I just want to offer myself, offer my services and my time. But if they come in expecting income, they want to do that job as a means of their livelihood, then you should be ready to pay them. Don't give them stories. Sign an agreement with them on the first day they are starting. This is when you're starting. Sign that agreement. At the end of the month, you get paid so and so amount. Let it be on black and white. If this is like a very, very serious official organization, things should be on record. Not just doing everything verbally. Okay, we'll give you 20K. And then end of the month reaches, nobody's talking to anybody anymore. Things don't work that way. And again, Dr. Ebenezer and Frank David said they didn't get paid. They worked there for 2 months. So if Adegboye would come out and say, look, they are lying, I paid them, at least he should be able to show proof, like bank statements or whatever transfers. This is the payment. These are their pay slips. Every organization should have pay slips of their personnel. Like, I don't understand how you can run an organization without structure. I just don't get it. So there's just a lot of work to be done, but the acknowledgement has to be there. And then start to think of how can we change the image that we already have, because that image is really ugly. I need to be honest. The image is not looking good at all. And it's not like, oh, people are talking about it and everyone who talks about it is your enemy. No. People want to bring things to light. That doesn't mean they are against you. They just want to let people know what's happening. Because when people do videos, like when I do videos, it might actually fall in their favor. I might bring people there to want to tarnish their image, and the people will end up lying, and I'll be like, oh my God, you guys are just lying against him. So I wasn't bringing people in just to team up against him. No, bringing people in to share their story. And they were bold enough. They told me, look, I'm coming to your show to tell my truth. I'm bold, I'm confident of my story, and I'm going to share it. And they came and did so. But when I brought Adegboye on, he didn't share his story. He didn't share his story. So I really don't know. Yeah, I also don't know what he meant by equal. When you see yourself as a higher being, there is a problem. Really, there is. I don't know. Really, it's just not. I don't know. Aliko says they have good motives but don't have the right attitude or are not very professional. I agree. I don't think they are professional. I really don't think so. I think they have good ideas. They know what they want to achieve, but they just don't know the right way, the right channel to go about it. I think they lack that professionalism. I really do think they lack it. That's just the honest truth. It's now up to them to work with the truth, or to just say, oh, people are saying negative things. But those negative things, look, someone always says, in every nonsense, there is always some sense. So even if everyone is saying nonsense about you, try to pick out some sense, even if it's 1%. Pick it out and use it to better yourself. Someone said, Precious, that he is very polite compared to his wife. So I have now decided not to call his wife. I have decided not to, because it might look like disrespect if I now still go ahead. I see the way he's sounding, and he's working together with his wife, and he's the chairman of that organization. So if he's no longer interested, I just feel like me calling his wife will be taking it personal. Because if it's about the organization, he as the chairman, he doesn't want to continue. So why go and be looking for the president? So I just felt like, okay, let's just leave it there. So I've just really decided not to push it further with the wife. Thank you so much, Aliko. Gift Okoro. Wahala for who no get class, my dear. Na so we see am. Aliko says, I honestly love them when they started because Nigeria needs such an organization, but it's going wrongly now due to not being professionals. Imagine the wife doing pepper them on the human rights page. I like, oh, like this is just not professional, you guys. I think the wife needs to create her own personal page separate from the human rights. And the man has his own, but he was doing all these other videos that you don't do that on the page of an organization. And that is what Dionus Hage also does. Separate those two. Separate your private life from your, organization. Like, don't there are certain things you don't post there. You can be doing certain things on that in that place. Like, it's not your private. I don't know how to put it. Like, it's not professional. It's not professional. Like, oh my god. So Sunita says, Hope Mercy Afise is doing fine. Please try and reach out to her. Well, from last time I talked with her, I also hope she's doing fine. And from a few other people who talked to her, they said she is doing fine as well. Which question? Sunita says, my dear, his questions to the girl that they got me laughing. Which questions? Oh, wait, let me scroll up. I think I skipped some comments. Oh my god, I skipped so many comments. Thank you, Ola Johnson. I appreciate it. Okay. Emmanuel says, when she said you took advantage of me, it's clearly an English term. You don't necessarily sleep with someone to take advantage of them. So I think your interpretation of taking advantage isn't proper. You can take advantage of the poor, the needy, and your workers. that is true. I really have to agree with you. But I think Mercy is the best person to explain what exactly she meant by that. Because she wrote that after he wasn't taking her calls anymore. So how did okay, and we know that she worked with him or with the organization and she wasn't paid. Did she mean that? There are just so many possibilities, but I can't speak for her. I really can't. Yes. Divine says it's only Mercy that can clear that. Absolutely. Divine says blessing end the video. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Let me just quickly read comments and I'm going to end it so that you guys can watch from the beginning. Maureen says he shouldn't be naked in front of any woman if he's married. Thought he could have his cake and eat it. Bless Domino says his wife will never allow him to continue with the interview. Look, um, here is what I'm gonna say. Like, it's okay for them not to continue with the interview, but sometimes interviews are actually good or a good way for you to really express yourself and share your own side, especially when you're not saying anything on your own page. Okay? Because now they are not saying anything. They are not really clarifying things. They are not debunking many things. He is just saying, come out and say the complete truth. But you are not also giving people your version of the complete truth. So you're not talking. But when you have an interview, then at least another person is sitting right in front of you, probing you, interrogating you. So it's different from when you just sit on your own page and just say what you want to say. And even if you choose not to read comments and read questions, people are not going to know that you're not reading. Like, you're not going to answer their questions. But when someone sits in front of you and asks you, okay, so this one happened, explain why it happened. It's different. Like, when people hear you explain, it's just a totally different ball game. It's for your own good many times. So I don't know, but maybe people think if I do an interview, I'm doing the journalist a favor. You're doing yourself more of a favor because people trust that journalist. They trust that, okay, this journalist is going to do a good job, is going to ask the right questions. And it's either you answer or you don't. And when you don't answer, it means you probably have something you're hiding. It means you probably don't want to be fully honest. So, like me, for me, interviews are just a good way to really test someone's honesty, So it's okay if they don't want to continue with the interview. It's not me. They are like I don't know. They are not helping me, and I don't think they are helping themselves by not wanting to talk now. But I think, according to what he said before he traveled, once he gets to Nigeria, everything will come out. So people are waiting. Michelle George, yes, you're late. We started at 8 p.m. We've been here now for almost 2 hours, but I'm going to round off now. Just want to be sure I have read most of the comments, if not all, because I think I lost some comments somewhere. Oh, okay. I didn't watch this one, so I cannot, I can't comment on this one. But someone says he asked one little girl that was being abused by her own father if she liked it. Okay, I didn't watch that video, so I cannot comment on that. Mm. Okay, now I understand what Sunita was talking about. All right. Yeah, I agree. Mm. Okay. Okay, if Sunita says nobody is innocent here, but why should a human right end that stage of a vulnerable girl who came to you for help? Yes, that means you are not responsible. That means that role, that position is too much for you to handle. That means you don't have self-discipline. It means a lot of things. You lack self-discipline, you lack self-control, you are not professional. The job is just too much for you to handle. You deal with women on a day-to-day basis. If you don't have that physical strength to withstand beautiful women, then maybe you shouldn't be doing this job. Like, I don't get it. Because there is a way you position yourself that will make women be seducing you. There really is a way. Because women don't go about every day seducing men. So what are you doing wrong for women to be seducing you? What are you just do that self-evaluation. Ask yourself, why is it that women are seducing me if they truly are seducing you? And I think he also has to explain to the viewers what seduction means to him. How do they carry out their seduction? Do they take off their clothes to seduce him? What do they do when he talks about seduction? We need to understand that. Do they touch him? We don't know what he means by, oh, she was seducing me, or she was trying to seduce me. How did she try? What did she do? Think those are questions that I wish he would just answer. But that interview I did, you guys notice that interview just died. Like it just hung somewhere. This man sat me there and he wasn't just talking. And he gave me a good reason. Anyway, he told me, look, I want to go to Nigeria first and present my entire case at once. So I don't want to talk here, and everybody will run off with it. Let me get to Nigeria. Once I start my case, then I might even come back for another interview. So I respected that. And now I feel like I was being played. Like, do you understand? But at least I'm grateful he honored that invitation. I mean, he came and he also gave me something. At least I read the conversations that he had with Mercy. So that is a lot also. So I honestly appreciate that interview. Okay. Comfortable way says, please, what time will you do Lola on tomorrow? You know that tomorrow on. I God, should I end this video and gist you people on Facebook? I have 6 more minutes. I don't want it to go beyond 2 hours. That video, let me see. I'm still watching. I've not finished watching videos. Like, you guys, I work today and tomorrow I still have to work till around 5. So if I finish watching the videos, I will do it tomorrow, maybe by 8. But if it doesn't work out tomorrow, I'm free on Wednesday, then I might do it on Wednesday. But I'll try to do it tomorrow. Let's say anytime from 8. But if it goes beyond 8, then I'll be sure to inform you guys that look, I cannot do it anymore today. Yeah. But let's just work towards 8 o'clock. Rita says, I don't trust human rights or Mercy. Mercy was getting money from that man. Well, they both confirmed the $200. Yeah. Mercy said, I collect them and I run. And he said, I gave you so that you can keep quiet. So, and Mercy was clearly asking him for money. And she even gave him her account details. And there was, I don't know if it was a video he did or a conversation he had with me, that he said bank transfers don't lie. So that means he might have actually sent some money to her through her bank. He said bank transfers don't lie. So yeah, we will wait and see. And Rita says, Blessing, I hope you will talk about faith and love. Of course, I have a video tomorrow. Hopefully. Let's just pray that I am able to watch all the videos. Then yeah, once I do, then I am going to do the video. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, it's going to be on Wednesday. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Gifts. Okay. Oh yeah. Comfortable Way says even when he posted the interview, he quoted Mercy. Yes, he said I'm Mercy's lawyer. And he also said Mercy is my client. And it's the funny thing because everyone thinks I'm on the other person's side. He thinks I'm on Mercy's side. When I interviewed Ebenezer told me I was being biased, that I was on Adegboye's side. So everyone thinks I'm on the other person's side. And it's just my style of interrogating people. It's just my style of doing my interviews. So you're going to think I'm against you when you're sitting on my platform, but it's not the case. I just want to pull out the truth. Like that's just the way I do my things. So he's thinking I'm on the other people's side. That's why he's upset that I'm doing nonsense. And the other people are thinking I'm on his side. So actually, I'm on everyone's side, if you want to see it that way. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go so that Gift can go and take a nap or a rest. Yes, so I want to thank you all, especially those of you who shared. Like you guys are the real, you are the real MVPs, to be honest. Those of you who shared. So yes, so now my side is out. The side of what I know is out, and I'm just sitting here comfortably waiting for whenever they are ready to continue to answer the rest of those questions in the gray areas of okay, so why? To go deeper. It's not just I did this or he did this, but why? Let's go deeper. Let's peel the onion, like peel till you get to the heart of it. That's what we are waiting for in the follow-up, if ever we have a follow-up. Yes. Rita says we all know the truth. So like I said, I'm still waiting, and if I still get a chance to talk with other people who know them, because a lot of people are asking about Chinasa. That girl, like, she just vanished. Nobody is hearing of her. Nobody knows what happened to her. So if there's any lead anywhere, like, I am going to bring them right on my channel to talk with them. So I want to thank you again, each and every one of you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for staying around. I have I think 51 seconds to go. I don't want it to go beyond 2 hours. Thank you all. I'll try to come live tomorrow with the one I want to analyze about faith. If you are not a subscriber to this channel and you want to continue to follow real life stories like this, these are not make believe, these are just reality, like real life, real people, real stories, real discussions. Go ahead, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, make sure you turn on the bell icon so that whenever I go live or whenever I upload a new video, that you will be notified. But if you're watching it on Facebook, make sure you like and follow my page, because I also do videos there every now and then. Stay in touch, join my membership. I have a YouTube membership clubby thing going on. I also have a fan supporters, I think fan subscription group on Facebook, if that's what it's called. You can join these small private groups where you can talk one-on-one with me. I would love to really have you all up there. My membership on YouTube is really growing rapidly, and I want to thank all my members. Iyobo TV, Unicorobosa Reality TV, Joyce Seiko TV. I hope I'm not like, I want to thank each and every one of you there. Let us continue to grow there. Thank you all again, and I will catch you all on my next one.